All right, first impressions, let's check this out. Damn, this library sounds amazing. Now, you may or may not have heard already, the second chapter of Hunter Rogerson's Hearth and Hollow series has arrived, and it is called Folk Voices. It's the follow-up to the Plucked Folk Ensemble, which is still to this day one of my all-time favorite libraries. This video is not going to be a typical sample library review, as in I'm not going to walk you through all the presets and functionality. You can check out Hunter's full walkthrough on the Spitfire audio website. I'm just going to get right into it, take it for a quick test drive, and write a full track from scratch. Let's load up the ensemble patch here. This is just the default patch. We can change our player positions just like you can in the Plucked Folk Ensemble. We can double the singers by clicking this little circle. We can adjust the pan and apply some plate reverb to each singer. And we have a blend between vowels. So right now we're on the ms, which has like a more mellow, toned down kind of vibe. If we switch it to the ahs, then it gets quite a bit more intense. We can adjust the bleed between players, so we get a much more roomy vibe here. Let's push our intensity all the way up. I love the note starts, how the singers kind of lean into the performance with the intensity all the way up, which just feels so much more natural. By applying the MIDI CC to both the volume and the intensity, we get this incredible dynamic performance. There's quite a few other features that this library has, like the blooms, for example, which are performed swells that are tempo synced. And the coolest part about these is that you can change the notes within the swell. How haunting and beautiful is that? It just sounds so good. We also have a selection of groove patterns. I like putting libraries to the writing test. Can I actually use this in my productions? And how well is it going to play with some of the other libraries that I own? Is it going to fit in? These are the questions that I want to answer in this video, and I'm just going to throw down some ideas. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to put the voices aside for a moment, and we're going to come back to these. If I'm going to write something, folky, then a natural place to start would be with an acoustic guitar. Let's see if we can come up with something interesting using the Fink acoustic guitar from Spitfire. I'm going to use one of the arpeggiators, and I'm thinking just like a simple 4-chord progression, something like this to start. What I want to do right now is just kind of flesh this out. One thing that could be fun to try here is to add the other Hearth and Hollow library, the Plucked Ensemble, to the mix. So I got an idea for something to accompany this finger-picked acoustic, something like this. Might be a little messy. That's okay. Here we go. Okay, let's come back to the voices now, and just using this ensemble default preset, I'm just going to throw down some pads. Here we go. And my favorite part about this library is that we have a legato patch as well. Let's check that out. So I'm moving this slightly away from the ms, which we have for the ensemble, and this is more in the oo territory. Just an insanely beautiful legato patch. Let's put an idea down. All right, cool. So just did a bit of cleanup with the modulation. Let's just duplicate this patch and add some harmony. This is what all the vocals sound like all together. I mean, that's 3 layers. It already sounds so good. I barely had to do anything to it. Let's maybe add a kick to the equation here to give it a bit more rhythm. I'm going to use my boutique mallets kit. I'm just going to use like a really nice natural sounding kick. That sounds perfect. Let's put that down. And let's copy that out. So I'm thinking I want to push this more in a like cinematic direction. I'm going to add some strings, just a really light string section. I'm going to start with this cello legato using Abbey Road 2 strings. And I'm just going to follow the vocals basically. Here we go. And same idea with the viola legato. I'm just going to add a slight harmony to this cello. Okay, here we go. Maybe we'll try adding a touch of Americana to it using the ink steel. This could be nice. Ink steel just adding a real nice cinematic touch, just listening with the acoustic guitars only. As far as the folk voices blending in with all of the other instrumentation that I've got going on in this loop, they're just sitting in the mix beautifully. What I'm going to do right now is press the pause button. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to throw some more ideas down. I'm going to record my real acoustic guitar, maybe throw a bit of ukulele in there too. I'll see if I can get it all done in one shot, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
A few moments later.
All right, so it's actually a few hours later. The sun is setting. I've got a really nice cinematic folky mix here to accompany this beautiful view behind me. Basically what I did to the track was I arranged it. I added some finger-picked acoustic guitar using my Epiphone acoustic, which you see behind me here. I'm using also ukulele. I threw in some pads and some textural elements. Let me play through the first A section here real quick. So as you can hear, the folk voices occupying a really nice space in this mix. Also really excited about how well my acoustic guitar and ukulele blended in with the VST acoustic. Kind of a nice blend. Also with the Hearth Folk plucked ensemble. We got a real nice finger-picking ensemble here. All this violet colored stuff here is all the pad energy. The swells are a mixed bag. I've got some pads that I programmed in Vital. I got this one textural sample here from Splice. A few of these are from Arcade. I didn't want to repeat the 4 chords throughout the entire arrangement, so there's one short section where I do change that up just a little. And you probably also notice that there's a top line melody that's being articulated by this piano. I'm using the Noir felt piano and just putting it through a lot of reverb, basically, and it's being doubled by this celesta. Just a bit of melodic variation throughout this last A section as well. Let's give it a listen. Just a quick plug here to mention that we do have a cinematic folk production course as part of the Production Music Academy. And right now we are running a spring sale. The master tier is 25% off, which includes access to more than a dozen courses, all of which, if you want to buy individual courses, are 50% off currently. You need to be a member of the Academy to access the discounted individual courses, but you can join for free if you want. You can take the Intro to Music Licensing course. That's included. You can find all those links below. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. I think that this track is ready to be sent off to the publishers or the libraries, wherever it lands. It's all in a day's work. I'm actually surprised I got it all finished in a single day. That usually doesn't happen. Again, make sure to check out Production Music Academy if you're interested in learning more about how to write music for licensing. And big shout out to Hunter for creating this amazing library, and also big thanks to Spitfire Audio for sending it over. I really appreciate that. Hit that like and subscribe button for me if you got some value from this video, and I will see you next time. Happy composing, guys. See ya.